Welcome back, everyone, to this week's edition of Take Control Tuesday. I am Coach T with Third Eye Insight. And again, I have the distinct pleasure to share with you a message that would assist you in the continued pursuit of your goals and dreams. As a reminder, every week we share this type of message. And for the next month or two, we'll be sharing messages coming from the book, The 6 Laws of Success. For the past couple weeks, we've shared with you law number 1, upgrade and protect your mind. Last week, we shared set goals properly to hit goals often. What a great message that was. And if you missed those two, please check the description in the message here and review that. But this week, we're going to be sharing with you a really, really exciting one. I think one that actually just derails people. I mean, stops people in their tracks from the success within their goals and their dreams. This one is entitled, Adjust Your Attitude for High Altitude. Remember, these are laws. Like anything in life, if you break a law, you're going to pay the price. And these are laws towards success, not just personally or financially, but in any aspect that these laws are important to know and not break. So let's get right back to today's message. Adjust your attitude for high altitude. Let me just put it right out there. Bad things happen to good people. And when bad things happen to good people, the question is, how do they respond? How do they handle it? Do they allow it to overcome them, overtake them, and quite naturally derail them from their goals and their dreams and their success? So again, it's important that we know how to adjust our attitude for high altitude. You're probably wondering, well, Coach T, what are you talking about? Well, I like to ask 3 different questions, okay, and which I'll then piggyback and share what I think the answers are to this. But the very first question to help you understand the illustration of adjust your attitude for high altitude is, let's think about a pilot. That pilot gets in the plane and it has the instrumentation cluster and all the control knobs and all the manuals. And in flight, they constantly have to adjust. They constantly have to look at the controls. They constantly have to monitor the weather, the flight pattern. They have to do all these things. Now remember, this is a Boeing 747 up in the sky with hundreds of people, equipment and fuel. And listen, at the end of the day, without that pilot taking a look at these controls and the manuals and making adjustments during flight, that could be a tragedy. Just imagine. They could run into a mountainside. They could crash in the ocean. Heaven forbid these things happen. They, in fact, could run into some very, very turbulent weather. And obviously, the goal of arriving at the airport and that destination to deliver those passengers, that would not happen. But see, again, that pilot has to constantly make adjustments. And so be it with you in life. When bad things happen, when you're in pursuit, when you're in flight towards success and goals, you have to make adjustments. But those adjustments typically in this conversation is with your attitude. Here's another example. We'll go back to the airplane again. So here's this airplane. It's in Chicago in midwinter. And if you know anything about Chicago in midwinter, they have some terrible snowstorms and ice storms. Well, did you know that an airplane that has this much ice on its wings, if that plane is able to take off, there's a strong likelihood that plane will crash. And they're, again, not arriving to its destination, but ultimately the loss of life. And so what these folks at the airport do, the maintenance workers, they have this machine, it's equipment where they're de-icing the wings. Because those wings allow the air, when they're running down the tarmac, the roadway there, that wind comes up to the wings and provides lift. Well, again, that ice could stop that lift process and that process of getting them into the air. And see, so be it with you. If there's some things that's heavy on your wings or in your mind and your spirit and your soul towards your goals and your dreams, you're more than likely are not going to get flight. You're not going to make that destination. So you have to figure out ways and think of ways to, how am I going to de-ice my wings? Or how am I going to make sure I'm got the right controls and monitoring the controls as I used in the first illustration? Again, all that, I share all that in the book, the 6 laws of success. And as again, we always mention, if you want more insight, more coaching, more development on how to do that specifically, reach us and you can find that information in the description. Here's the last example of adjust your attitude for high altitude. The bald eagle. What a majestic bird. What a beautiful bird. And like you're majestic and you're beautiful in God's eyes and your family eyes. And you should be able to soar and do many great things. But I want you to imagine that beautiful bald eagle, that if it has a ton of oil and grease on its wings. See, there's some birds that were trapped in some ocean that had oil slicks. And so they have to rescue these birds. And they have to rescue these birds and cleanse all the oil, special detergents to get all the oil off these wings. Because these birds can't fly. These are majestic birds, majestic creatures, 6 feet wingspans. But see, like you, if there's something on your wings, if there's something on your spirit, if there's something in your mind that you're not able to adjust your attitude, it again will prevent you in flight. It will prevent you from arriving to your destination. It will prevent you from delivering and taking your family to where you want them to go and they deserve to go, and leading your team effectively. And we could go on and on. So much to share with adjusting your attitude for high altitude. But in all 3 examples, it boils down to this one most important thing. Life is life. Bad things happen to good people. And surely when you're on the pursuit to anything successful, you're going to be met with failure, heartache, and disappointment. You have to really get in the mindset of adjusting your attitude for high altitude. And only by doing so, you will continue the journey of success toward your goals and dreams. So again, I hope this message helps you. I really would love to spend more time with you on this one, but we want to be sensitive to your time. Again, take a look at the books. Reach out to us if you want more information on how these things work and how you can apply them in your life. So like we end every week, every message, remember, everyone is either going into something, or they're going through something, or they're coming out of something. So no matter what their something is, you may not know what that is, but be kind, be generous, and in some cases be considerate, because it just might be what they and you need to be a success. So God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your businesses. And we pray that you will continue to achieve success with your goals and dreams. And God bless our great United States of America. Goodbye, everyone. And we look forward to next week's message. It's going to be an awesome one. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.